Probably one of the most anticipated earnings for Lucid Motors today, and its stock pretty much flat. I want to say stock is doing nothing, plus 1%, sitting at 44, pretty much pinned at that level. And we have a couple more hours until they report the numbers. But I want to say that if you are trading options, let's have a look. So that 90% of the time when implied volatility, so I have gone ahead and looked at just this week. We can go further, but just this week alone, 19th of November, stock is implying $7 move up or down, which is about 169% implied volatility. All right. So, but LCID Lucid Motors has an average true range of $3.50. So any given day, the stock can move this much, has been moving on average for the past 12 days. So if it moves up $3.50 or $3.50 up or down, these people are going to lose money, because for you to at least break even, the stock has to move at least $7 or more. If you have calls, if you have puts, same thing, it has to drop more than that. All right, just keep that in mind. So this implied volatility is pretty high. I tried to see the historic volatility IV for earnings for Lucid Motors, but we don't have much data, nothing, since it hasn't been out there for a long time. So sorry about that. We don't have that, but we can take a look at the different stats. So let me zoom out first and highlight the support resistances I'm watching for this stock, because it's basically technicals to watch from here. So 35, 40, these levels were supports and resistances, and now to the upside. So if it drops, that's what I'm watching, $40 as a support below 35. If it goes higher, I'm going to be watching that $50 as a psychological resistance. And also we have a pretty big gap from 50 all the way till I think 35 we had it. But stock reached 48 very recently here, but it didn't touch 50. So maybe $2 gap over there. And also, let's take a look at the moving averages. If you look at the moving averages, 50 days way down here at $30 still. So pretty overextended on in a short term. So if it just chops around here and kills premium for the rest of this week, because it's OPEX week, all right? Even indices, everything is going to have an OPEX week today, this week, because November 19th, there are a lot of volumes sitting on each stock and even ETFs. So we'll see what happens, but you want to be careful. So a lot of people call it as a quad witching or whatever, but that's that. And also the 20-day moving average at the moment for Lucid is at 35. So that's what I would watch as a support as well if we see a drop. And also 5-day moving average. We talked about this right here when stock slipped below for a day, but next day bounced back above. So if you look at the 5-day moving average right here, which is stock is sitting above it, which means momentum is still to the upside. But what about the MACD? If you look at the MACD, let's take a look at it. It's to the upside, but it's losing its steam right here. All right. Just like with Tesla, if you have watched Tesla video, it's losing a bit of a steam because it's not making higher highs. It's just moving sideways for the past 5 trading sessions, basically 6 trading sessions. All right. And also sometimes I look at the MACD on a 4-hour basis if I want to day trade a stock, or if I want to see earlier what's about to happen at very short term. I look at this. So on a 4-hour chart, maybe we're getting a little bit of negative divergence here with a 4-hour chart where MACD is declining, stock is going higher. So that's a cautious sign for me personally. You gotta trust whatever indicator you have out there, and one indicator, of course, is not is not enough, but it's a caution sign. And also, what else out there we can take a look? We can take a look at the option activity so far today. So today's stats: 197,000 calls and 100,000 puts. So not a whole lot of volume. We still have like 2 more hours until market close, and a lot of people, let's take a look what people are betting on. So there are some people betting that the stock could hit 70, 50 short term, November 19th. And there are some people who are maybe they are selling in the money calls into February, 45 calls, and also 2023 we're seeing some 95 calls, but there are a lot of puts as well, 41, 43, 37, 36. But my point with this video is basically, if you're gonna trade this stock, I think you should just wait out earnings, let the premiums decay, drop, because no matter what stock is gonna do, implied volatility is going to drop, and option contracts both to the upside and downside will become cheaper, much cheaper. So I don't have a position, I'm just covering it, just levels, technicals. I don't have an option. Usually when I have a position, I don't cover a stock at all, but I don't have a position. But that's the video. If they report earnings, we'll definitely cover it tomorrow and rest of the week for sure. But that's the update for Lucid, and you should be a little bit cautious here because price action is getting a bit wacky here. So that's it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.